Now that I'm saying this, how do you create a platform, a conducive environment for one? Mr. Mogobe, Daddy, I just had sex last night. In fact, Mr. Mogobe, do you think it's actually possible for your son to tell you, oh, ha kanya papa, papa? But do you think your son can actually tell you, Mr. Mogobe, this is what happened? So how do you create that conducive environment for kids to be free to open up to you?
That's a very profound question. Dumela mbagaitso and good morning. The name is Mumpulu Kilurumo Mogobe, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this panel. It's always a privilege to share with others and to learn from them. But for me, to answer your question, Thabo, it's all about modeling. Remakwana said it best when he was here. What you are doing speaks to me so loudly, I can't hear what you are saying. In other words, people will reflect more on your behavior and your conduct more than what you are saying. So if you practice what you preach and if you lead by example, let me take my case for instance. My mother, Mumpi, started off as a teacher. Shout out to teachers, she started off a teacher, but she evolved. She then at some point was a secretary at the office of the president, and then she studied after hours at night, and then she ended up being the treasurer of the Gaborone City Council, and after that she opened her own business and became a full-time entrepreneur. So that sort of conduct, I mean, she wasn't sitting me down and saying, I'm going to do this because of this, and I find that this is advantageous because of this. Yes, here and there we had conversations, but I ended up being an entrepreneur. I ended up owning multiple businesses and running companies and being into real estate, largely because I started modeling and reflecting on what she was doing. So in terms of whether my children, I have 2 boys and 2 girls, can come to me and tell me they had sex the previous night, I don't think they will be that blunt, but we're at a point where we encourage them when they find somebody, because some of them are more like adult children than you know, the 2 of them. One of them is in their late teens. Be comfortable to talk to us. If you have somebody that you call girlfriend, boyfriend, introduce us to that person, and that creates a safe space for us to then talk about other issues and to be comfortable. So with discussing those dangers. And you know, the mother, of course, she's also an entrepreneur, my wife, but she'll blast it. Her version will be just the blast version, set it straight, and I try to soften it. And no, what your mother is trying to say is the following: ABC, and interpret. So it's an ongoing job.
Honestly, I'm not being sexist, but men are the best. No, I'm telling you, Rona, that's what Mudimu wish. Kore Mudimu, or commandile men to love. Like a little wife, and I get to another prophet. Say go deeper, say go deeper. Okay, I was about to say, men are commanded to love because God made them to love. When God tells you to succeed, what you must know is He put success in you. God can't command what is not in you. So when God says love, it's because He has put love in you. You are capable of doing it. Anyway.